Brentford start the 2018-19 season with a home game against Rotherham United. The Bees will begin their campaign on Saturday the 4th of August at Griffin Park in a game that will kick off at 3 p.m. It is the first time Brentford have started at home since the 2015-16 season, when they faced Ipswich Town and came back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2. That game is one that fans may recall, but we now look back at some more memorable first-day clashes. The 28th of August 1920 Exeter City 3 Brentford 0, not one that anyone will remember, of course, but a big day in the history of Brentford FC. This was our first ever Football League game. It ended in a 3-0 defeat at St James Park in a Division 3 clash. It did get better for the Bees. The 31st of August 1929 Brentford 3 Swindon Town 2, the first of 21 wins at Griffin Park in the season as Brentford completed the last, so far, perfect home campaign. John Payne scored twice and Cyril Blakemore grabbed the winner as the Bees picked up the points. Brentford scored 66 home goals that season, including 6 against Merthyr Town and Walsall and 5 in astonishing 4 more times, including against Fulham and Watford. The 26th of August 1933 Nottingham Forest 1 Brentford 1. The Bees had earned promotion the previous year and this was the club's first Division 2 game. Di Hopkins scored as Brentford took a point at the City Ground. The 31st of August 1935 Bolton Wanderers 0 Brentford 2. 2 years later it got even better for the Bees as they kicked off their first ever top-flight season away at Bolton Wanderers. Bolton, like Brentford, had come up the previous year but were no match on the day. Jack Holliday scored twice as the Bees took the points. The 31st of August 1946 Everton 0 Brentford 2. The Football League had been suspended due to World War II and Brentford were weaker after the conflict. This was to be Brentford's last top-flight season to date, but it started with a win on Merseyside. George Wilkins, from the penalty spot, and Jerry McAloon scored the goals, but 4 wins from the first 5 games was misleading and the Bees soon tumbled down the season and into Division 2. The 21st of August 1954 Southampton 6 Brentford 4. The Bees were by now back in Division 3 South after relegation the previous year. And the season could not have started in worse fashion as Southampton scored after 15 seconds and led 6-1 at halftime. The Bees battled back and 10 goals is the most in a Brentford fixture on the opening day of a Football League season. The 21st of August 1965 Brentford 6 Queen's Park Rangers 1. The Bees have had some big wins and losses on the opening day of the season, but none bigger than this. Mickey Block scored a hat-trick and other goals came from John Fielding, Joe Bonson and Ian Lother as Brentford's neighbours were battered at Griffin Park. Unfortunately for the Bees, that was as good as it got with relegation to end the season. The 29th of August 1981 Brentford 2 Fulham 1. After some uneventful opening days, Brentford once again kicked off the season, this time in Division 3, with a derby. Barry Tucker got Brentford's first goal of the season and an own goal from Roger Brown ensured the Bees took the points and the bragging rights. The 17th of August 1991 Brentford 4 Leyton Orient 3. A memorable game to start a memorable season. Orient winger Ricky Otto tormented Brentford as Orient and the Bees went toe-to-toe. Holdsworth scored an opening day hat-trick and Terry Evans headed in the winner as Brentford got over the line. They went on winning and ended the season with the Division 3 title. The 13th of August 1994 Plymouth Argyle 1 Brentford 5. Nicky Forster and Robert Taylor linked up in attack for Brentford for the first time and the Bees took Plymouth to the cleaners. Both scored, with Forster grabbing 2, and others came from Paul Smith and Paul Stevenson. Forster and Taylor scored 47 league goals between them as Brentford finished second in Division 2 but were not promoted as only one team went up. The 6th of August 2011 Brentford 2 Yeovil Town 0. A new era at Griffin Park as Uwe Rosler took charge of Brentford for the first time. Gary Alexander and Liam Logan scored the goals as the Bees took the points. Brentford have not won on the opening day since. The 9th of August 2014, Brentford won. Charlton Athletic won. Brentford won promotion to the Championship in 2014 and started their second-tier season with a London derby. The Bees fell behind, but Tommy Smith equalised in the second half to give his team a point. Get behind the Bees for their 2018-19 campaign as they push for Premier League promotion. Join as a season ticket holder from £419 adults, £309 seniors, £269 young persons and from £74 juniors. Buy online here.